You ready to go up to the tent, Max? Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. I'm heading up to the tent today. I haven't been up there since opening fishing. I'm going to bring up part of the dock. I'm not bringing up the pieces that go into the water. I'm not going to really have time to put that in anyway this weekend. But I am going to put in the log dresser. I'm bringing up an apple tree. And of course I'm bringing Max. I need to get the grass mowed. That's the first thing I'm going to do. Well, the dresser fits in here good. Now I just have to, I knew I'd have to do this when I built it. I have to cut a little bit out of the ceiling because I didn't want to make, eventually, you know, the tent is coming down, so I built this for a regular room. So I'm going to have to cut a little bit out of here for it to fit and then keep the top shifted a little bit to the left, and then when I finally build a cabin and it goes in a real bedroom, it can slide over to the middle. I think before I do that though, I'm going to get this apple tree out of this tarp, because it's got to be like a little greenhouse in there right now. I brought my dad over here to help me to get that lifted in there. And you wouldn't have wanted that to be any bigger. And you see where I just cut the ceiling out? I'll pull that poly down. But for right now, that'll work just great. Finally got a dresser at the tent. Well, I got everything mowed all the way down the driveway even, so now I have to dig a hole for the apple tree. Okay, so now the apple tree is planted. I didn't realize that this one is a state fair apple tree because it's a zone 3. That's why I bought that. And the one that I planted, I think I planted this one, I don't know if it was last year or 2 years ago, but this is also a state fair apple, so I'm sure I bought that because it's a zone 3 also, because we really need to have something that is 40 below hardy up this far north. So apple trees are planted, everything is mowed. Dresser is in. This left us really to drink beer and go fishing. When I got here, there's all these bird droppings that are right in front of the door. And up above here, there's a nest right up there. And actually, there was a few birds in there, but after I was here for a while, they just flew right out. So they must have just been using it for somewhere else to go. Nothing in there now. It's amazing. You know, you can't smell any smoke in the air, but from the Canadian fires going on up there, it's amazing. I mean, that sun should just be beaten down, and it's almost like it's a cloudy day, yet the sun is out, just little puffy clouds up there. So just from being out here this short amount of time and just getting the one hit, I know that the fish aren't really biting. This lake, if you're going for northerns, either they're on or they're off. We are going to run over to the other side of the lake and the other narrows. The wind isn't quite right, and I like it when the lake is like glass there, and it's not tonight, but we're going to run over there and give it a few casts, and if there's nothing, I'm going to head back to the tent. Alright, well, it's official. The fish are not biting tonight. That's what I usually do. I get in the boat, I grab a beer, I come out here. If you can't catch a couple fish within one beer time, they're not biting. If they are biting, you go back and get more beer. If they're not biting, you go back and drink at the tent. Okay everyone, well, I expected to be cooking a little bit earlier, but George stopped by. You guys have seen him last year. You've seen him in the deer hunting video, and he's the only one that shot a deer. Visited with him for a little bit, had a beer, and now I'm going to cook me up some steaks. Potatoes still are not done. You hungry, Max? There you go, big guy. Alright everyone, I'm going to have myself some dinner and get off to bed. I'll see you guys tomorrow. This morning we got a nice little downpour coming through. The sun keeps popping out and then it'll be raining a little bit, but it's supposed to clear up today and be a really nice day. Yesterday when I got here I had a wet floor right there, and even the carpeting was wet almost up to the table. And I thought maybe from the heavy rains they've had up here it hit the front porch and was running under the tent, and it was like, dang it. But now I figured out this morning what the problem was. Right here in this section of it is where on the other side of the wall is the table, and there's about 6 feet where that plywood floor comes all the way out, so that water would just come down, hit that, and then just run right back in underneath the tent. I had it set up like this with that brown tarp that went all the way down, but it started rotting out on this side, and it was all open on the top there, so I ripped that out this morning and put up a blue one for now. Just needs to last a couple more years. I can build a real cabin. What are you doing out there in the rain, dork? This is really going to screw up fishing today. Well, the dock is up here now. I just got to bring the poles that go down into the water and find some time to get that thing put in and the old one taken out. I think I'll go out and drive the loop, see if anything has changed. I think maybe I'll go in and check my far deer stand and see how it looks after the winter. It's amazing how grown up this is when it's got all the leaves on it. Can't even barely get through there. There's my stand. Looks good. The roof needs to be put back up, but she's still standing. I was going to walk in there, but if everything is soaking wet, I would be soaked, so I think I'll just wait.
Mostly cloudy skies here early today, gradually becoming mostly sunny with a high into the upper 70s, and we'll have winds out of the northwest between 5 and 10 miles per hour. Tonight mostly clear, low near 52, and north winds around 5 to 10.
There's a National Forest campground, one of many up here. Just wanted to see if anybody's here yet. One more little campground up here I wanted to check out. I think we'll head back towards the tent. I'm probably 15 or 18 miles from the tent now, so. Huh, I wonder where this road goes to, this little trail. pretty steep hill. I wouldn't want to go down this in the wintertime. Well, that's steep. Let's see. I may as well go down and check it out. Wow, what a beautiful spot. People have camped here. Look at that little trout lake, huh? We're at least 3 miles off any road. What a nice secluded area. All right, well, a half a mile walk back to the truck. They really ought to have a rope here to get up this hill. So there's our current location, and we went all the way up to that point right there. Just a little lake in the middle of nowhere. There's a lot of other lakes around here, but no roads going to this one. 2,005 feet above sea level. We are way up on top of a hill right here. Lunchtime. Since this gas barbecue does not really work anymore, it's so rotted out in there, I think I'm just going to throw this in my truck and bring it home and bring it to the recycle center. Time for a new one. I think it's a little early, but I think I can run out and do some fishing. Well, I got the boat all pulled up now, everything put away. Didn't really do any good fishing out there at all. Got one hit, but I wasn't out there the right time of the day. I should be going out right about now in the evening, but I'm heading home in the morning, so I just wanted to get everything picked up and put away so I don't have to do it early tomorrow. My main reasons for coming up here was to get the dock out of the yard and get it put up here. I wanted to get the grass mowed. I did want to relax for a couple days. Work has just been so busy. And I wanted to get the dresser up here. So now I got the barbecue going. I'm going to cook up a couple of pork steaks and just relax tonight and then get everything cleaned up so in the morning I can head home. What do you think, Max? You ready to go home? He says, hell no, I want to stay right here. Got my little air conditioner going in here. I never usually have a chance to use it. Usually I'm up here more in the spring and the fall when you need heat, but it does work pretty good. Perfect size for this little room. I'm actually going to barbecue up 2 pork steaks and a couple of hamburgers and a couple of baked potatoes because tomorrow I'll leave fairly early and I get home about noon because it's a 4-hour drive. And it's lunchtime, then I have to cook something, so now I can just put my leftovers in the cooler, and when I get home, pop it in the microwave. Okay. Come on, it's almost bedtime. Time to come in.
Engage the truck with you. Bring them into the closest docking bay.
There might be casualties. I'll get that.
Good night, everyone. I don't know how good you can see it, but that is a red moon rising above the trees. Okay guys, well it's time to head home. Just had to get a couple minutes of Saturday polka.